I'm back again and I've had loads of questions after my last two videos to do a video on Lost and Found, and to be honest I'm more than happy to do it because I found Lost and Found as a festival in general really confusing, and this is coming from somebody that's actually done festivals abroad before, so yeah, I found it confusing, I'm not gonna lie. Luckily with some of the questions I had before I flew out, I managed to ask people questions on my Insta story and stuff, so I had a little bit of guidance beforehand, but I will put it out there now that I actually thought the festival itself, like the organisers, were a bit shit. Oh, also, if you're from Bristol and you know what my t-shirt says, you're literally the real MVP. Like, Lost and Found is a festival in Malta, and this is where it gets a bit confusing. That was the only kind of solid fact that I had before I flew out. Everything else was a little bit confusing. So they sent out an information pack literally, I don't even think it was a week before we all flew out there, which I just think is a bit shit. Like, that should have been out months and months before. That should have been out when people were deciding when they wanted to go or not. So that was one thing I didn't like about the festival. Also, you had no idea who was on when, where things were, like how far away the festival site was from the other festival site. It was all a bit slapdash, to be honest. But I'm just going to explain what it was like this year. I can't speak for other years, I don't know what it'll be like next year, but I'm just going to tell you what happened this year. And maybe it will help if you're going to go again. I'd really like to go again next year, I had a really good time. So, a lot of people asked, was it expensive? It wasn't the cheapest, but we went with a slightly pricier hotel because it looked really nice in the photos. The rooms weren't as nice in person, but whatever. I think we paid about £350 each, and that was flights and hotel, and that was through Travel Republic. That's always how I book my holidays. I always do it through a holiday company. I know people say it's more expensive, but I just like booking it all at once, and then it gives you the option of paying it off over a certain amount of time. So I think we paid about £350 each for flights and hotel from Bristol. You could probably get flights a lot cheaper, to be honest. Flights to Malta I don't think are that expensive. And like I said, the thing that bumped the price up was the hotel we stayed. So we stayed in, I don't know how you actually pronounce it, but Qawra Palace. And that was right by Cafe Del Mar, which was where the day festival is. So there is a day festival and a night festival. Now, unlike Hideout, it's not in the same place. So Hideout, you kind of go to the Zachary, whatever it is, you go to that beach, and that is where the day and the night is. Malta wasn't like that. And I don't really think everybody knew that, to be completely honest with you. So in Cafe Del Mar, there was, I'm pretty sure it was the actual aquarium. That was where the day pool parties were. That was where the pool parties were. The pool party was, because there was only one. And that's also where the shuttle buses were. So like Hideout, they do a shuttle service right at Cafe Del Mar. So what everybody was telling us was stay as close to Cafe Del Mar as you can. Our hotel was walking distance. It was literally like 2 minutes up the road. So I would recommend that hotel or the areas around Cafe Del Mar to stay for the day. However, you're then very far from the festival on the night. But to be honest, I would rather stay near the day festival than the night festival. There wasn't really anything around. I'm trying to think where a lot of people stayed. Like, okay, I'm gonna butcher this, like Booger Square or something, I don't know, but there was like a little square of loads of like bars and stuff. A few people stayed around by there, and that wasn't too far from Cafe Del Mar. You probably would have had to taxi it, but there's an option. The daytime there was a pool party. The first day we got there, the weather was shit. It was really, I don't think I've ever been anywhere that windy apart from Liverpool. I've never been anywhere that windy, so it kind of like put a down on everything. And the festival started on the Thursday, so we flew out there on the Thursday. The weather was pretty shit, to be honest. We landed and it was raining. It was really windy, so I mean there was the pool party, but then on the night, instead of it being in the actual festival site, the festival was at Cafe Del Mar, which it's not big enough to hold the whole of the festival, and I don't know why they did that. It also stopped at 2 in the morning, so the first night was a bit, even if the weather had been really, really good, the night event was at the day event, and it ended at 2. So even if the weather had been really good, it still wouldn't have been the best day, to be honest. Friday, there was a beach party. So we had beach party tickets. I think they were like 30 quid. That's another thing. So like Hideout, they have beach party tickets, which are additional. They do a castle rave, which is additional. And they do boat party tickets, again, additional. So you pay, I think it's something like 110, 120 or something for your actual ticket. And then on top of that, you can get any of those castle, beach or boat party, but they're between 13 40 quid, I think, extra. And the shuttle bus is about 50 quid on top of that. So you can see how it adds up. We didn't do the castle rave and we didn't do any of the boat parties. We just did the beach party on the Friday, and the weather was really nice and I personally thought it was really good. Apparently a lot of people came away from there saying they didn't really enjoy it. I thought it was really good. It wasn't very big, but I would do the beach party again if the lineup was good enough. Then that was the first night, I think, that we went to the actual festival site on the night. The day time is from, say, 12 to like 6:30, 7. And that's another thing, like that's not a long, I mean it is a long time, it's 7 hours, but I mean things don't really get going, do they, till like 2 or 3, and then the day was over. So the day could have gone on for longer. And then the night music started at 9. We got to the actual night festival, I think on the Saturday and Sunday. Both times we got there for like maybe 11-ish, and the place was dead. So people weren't really arriving at the night festival. I don't actually know the area that it is. It's just basically in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, people weren't arriving there till like gone 12, and then the night finished at like 4. So the days, and especially the night, seemed really, really short, which was a shame, to be honest. Actual night festival was, imagine Hideout, how it has the different stages if you've been, but together. So like you didn't walk out of a club into another one. There was like different stages. It was good. And I said to everyone, if I hadn't have been Hideout before, I would have thought it was like, wow. But because I'd been Hideout, all I could think was they've tried to do Hideout and it hasn't really worked. I still had a really, really good time. I'd still consider going back next year 100%. But if you've been to Hideout, I think your expectations will be a little bit high. I know a lot of people have been to both and said they prefer Lost and Found because it's more quiet. It's not as busy as Hideout, and I can see that. Yeah, the queues were never that long for the toilets or anything, or for the bar, or yeah, in that respect it was nice. Thing is, because all the days seemed so short, the night seemed so short, we lost the Thursday basically. Friday was a bit like higgledy-piggledy. For me, it really got going on the Saturday and Sunday, which meant we only really had 2 days. It felt like I had a 2-day festival rather than a 4-day festival. But, you know, that could all change next year, and it could have been completely different for other people. Other people might have thought, you know, all 4 days were absolutely insane, which they were, but for me, the 2 last days definitely really stood out. Loads of people are doing Abode on the Rock, which is also in Malta, which is why a lot of people have asked me to kind of like round Malta up. I am so jealous if you're doing that. It's over Park Life weekend, or I would 100% be going. Because I think when I looked, flights for that were like a 70 quid return. Accommodation was so cheap, you could get villas for like 25 quid a night. Yeah, honestly, if you're doing Abode on the Rock, I'm really, really jealous. That will be amazing. Right. How much spending money did I take? I just took my card and got money out there and just spent what I needed to. I think I ended up spending about just shy of 400 quid or over 400 quid, somewhere around the £400 mark. You could definitely do it a lot cheaper, or you could, I mean, some people spend a lot more than that. You wouldn't really need to. The food, I've never been anywhere where food is as cheap. My ham and cheese toastie was €1.70 for a ham and cheese toastie, a little salad and crisps. Like, what the hell? And that's in like the hotel restaurant. So the food was really cheap over there. The drink was cheap in like the, you know, like the little newsagents and shops and stuff. I don't remember seeing a supermarket around there. There might have been, I didn't see one. In Cafe Del Mar, oh, that was another thing. It was tokens. I hate doing tokens. When I say tokens, it wasn't really. It was a wristband, so you had to keep getting your wristband topped up, which is just a pain in the ass, to be honest. You got there, you kind of handed your ticket over, got your festival wristband. Did you? Did we have a festival wristband? Yeah, that must have been, yeah, that was the thing with the thing that you top up. I don't know. and then you handed your shuttle ticket in and got your shuttle wristband, and then you had to keep getting your wristband topped up, and that was how you bought drinks. Oh no, you could buy food in the festival as well. I had a plate of chips, well, yeah, but that was how you brought your drinks. Drinks in the place were, I think a vodka lemonade was like €9. Beer was the cheapest, that was like €4. Tip, get a Jaeger bomb, because the Jaeger bombs came in a really big cup and I think they were €6. So actually, now I'm saying that it really wasn't that expensive, really, for, you know, drinks in a festival, because even in England they're really, really expensive. So I didn't think it was too bad. You could have spent a lot more money, or you really could do it on a budget, to be honest with you. I reckon I probably, if I was being sensible, I reckon I probably could have done it on 200 quid, which for a 4-day festival isn't bad, to be honest. Like I said, the festival started on the Thursday. There was a pre-party on the Wednesday, but me and Jake flew out really early Thursday morning, and we flew back on Tuesday, and the actual festival finished on Sunday. So yeah, to give you an idea of kind of like, I spent £400 in that time, which now I look back and I'm like, that was dumb. I really didn't need to spend that. But yeah, what do you wear? I mean, I've literally only went there the other day, so just scroll down my Instagram, it's not very far down. But yeah, bikinis, swimwear, whatever you want really in the day. You will be by a pool. I didn't get in the pool, but you could have. There were loads of people in the pool, so, you know, pool party outfits. And then on the night, you could stay in your swimwear. You wouldn't look weird if you did, or most people, to be honest, were dressed up like a festival. So yes, to be honest, that's about everything that I can think of. As far as I'm aware, tickets for next year are out tomorrow morning, so if you're looking at going, it's always best just to get them early. I don't think I've got anything else to tell you. I think that's about it. I would definitely recommend going. I don't know if I would recommend over Hideout. If you could only do one or the other, I still think I would say Hideout, but to be honest, it's a cheap enough festival and it was fun and it wasn't too busy, and I think it's only going to get more and more popular, so it's definitely one. It's one to consider. I also really, really like the fact that it's so early on in the year, because everyone's really depressed that they've got ages to wait till their holiday, and you're going away early May, so I like that about it. The weather was good. Apart from that first day, obviously, we had good weather. That's another thing. Everybody told me I would be absolutely freezing in the night. Because if you didn't know, it's usually like March or April, this festival. So it was actually really late this year for the festival. It wasn't as cold as what everyone was telling me it was going to be. It really wasn't. I would definitely, because it's the same weekend again next year, take a jacket, but you're not going to have to wear it the whole time like everybody told. I mean, people were telling me to wear jeans and hoodie. It wasn't that bad, it really wasn't. There were times where I took my jacket off. I just took that fluffy little jacket from La Bamba. I have got a discount code for that as well, so I think it's holliemparsons 10. That get you 10% off. I wear that thing everywhere. But yeah, it wasn't that cold. So really think that is everything now. I can't think of anything else. If I have missed anything, comment down below and let me know. But yeah, if there's any other videos, if there's any other like events or whatever that you want me to do a video on, I am considering doing a like, I don't know if it's really cringe, but like what to take to a festival, because I remember watching loads of people's videos and they were like, this bottle of perfume, this sun cream, this. I'm thinking, bloody hell, you're going to Wireless for one day? Like, what the hell? So I'm kind of thinking of doing like a realistic what to pack in a festival bag, but I don't know if that's really cringe and a bit overdone, so yeah, let me know. But